Hello, welcome back. Hope you're doing well, hope you're staying safe. Got a job on at the minute. Our lass's Volvo XC90. The diff decided to shit itself, so I'm gonna have to take it out and hopefully rebuild it. Got a bit of an issue. I've only got the daughter's car that's on the road at the minute. My car's off the road, her car's now off the road, so we've just got to try and crack this off as quick as we can and get it rebuilt. I've looked at the bearing kits and the washers online, and they're expensive, and when I'm typing the numbers in online, I can't find where I can get a kit from. I can't find the direct sizes for it, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open it up and I'm going to measure all the bearings and go from there. So she's going to be off the road for a couple of days, just until I can get it sorted. So here she is. I've pushed the van over. That was a bloody nightmare to get over. See, we've got this one, that's our lass's car, there's mine, and next door's, and I've got the Subaru, that's off the road, that's no tax and test on, that's got no tax and test on, that's tax test insured, that one's insured, taxed, no test, and then the daughter's car outside, so we're pretty stuck for a vehicle. So I'm going to crack this one off and I'll bring yous with us. So let's get started. So I think first things first, I'm going to drop this tyre out and then the exhaust. It's had a nice weld done to it. Because it has a threaded bar, nice, and then it goes all the way up until the front where I can separate it. So I need to separate that. So basically, you get this wheel out, get the exhaust off, and then undo the prop, and I'll just drop it down onto an axle stand. So I'll do that now. Spare wheel's out now. What I've done is I've dropped the exhaust down because the bolts up there, that badly corroded. I'd never get them off, I'd have to cut them off. So for now I'm just resting it on an axle stand out the way, so it's giving me more room. If I have to, I'll go and cut them off with the grinder, the bolts off, and take the exhaust off, and then fit some decent bolts in. So yeah, it's just out the way for now. So now I'm going to have to take the drive shaft off, and they look corroded as well, so I've got 40 out to give us a hand with that, so I'm going to put 40 to work now. Have a swig of my brew and then go and try and take it off. Right, pull the bolts throughout the prop shaft now at the rear, and then what I'm doing now is I'm feeding a bolt in from the back, not through the threads from the front. It's like another threaded bolt at the back in between the two bolts that go on that side, so I'm threading that in and hopefully it's going to push this out. So I'll put this back on when I pushed it out. Right, that's off. So I've just, what I did is I cut a smaller threaded bolt, cut the head off, pushed it in, then start tightening this up, and then that's broke that loose. So that's ready to come out now. So I can take this back and I'll get that bolt out once I've got this back. So now we're going to start taking everything apart. I'll take the wheels off, take the drive shafts out, and then start stripping her off. That was eventful. Got it out. So she's got these two bolts here to take out. You've got a third one on top. You've also got a plate to take off. Can't really see it. I'm going to be torch on. So you've got four bolts. Four bolts on the top, one there, one at the back, and on the same side. And then what I did was, I'm knackered. I undid the subframe for it here at the front, and put a bit of wood on the jack and prized it down just on one side. I've only prized it down on one side. I haven't took anything off that side, the passenger side. Obviously I undone this bottom arm, undone the bottom, so I could fold the actual wheel bearing and housing up over like that, so I could pull the drive shaft out. So I folded it up, I undone everything, the bottom one, this bottom bolt and the top bolt as well, but I didn't take it out just so it could move, and then I tilted it up, and the trailing arm on the front, I disconnected that. I'll show you now. Oh. So I disconnected that there, and then this I could just pull this up and it would fold up like that, just being careful not to stretch anything. And then I managed to put the drive down and then pull it out from the diff, and then push it over the top of the diff and then pull it back out. So yeah, this is the only side I've disconnected. Obviously I took the wheel off the other side because I thought I was going to have to disconnect the drive shaft and everything, but I didn't. I only did one side, and like I say, I prized it down with the pry bar on the jack just to give us that room to pull it out over the top. So like I say, I just brought it out this way, out the back, which was pretty easy. Yeah, I'm just fighting with the dark at the minute, so I wanted to flog on and get it done before it gets dark, so I can get it out and get it on the bench. So yeah, right, so I've got the diff on the top, ready to strip it down. So let's get a start stripping it. So we'll take the front out first and go from there. 13. Come on. Right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts at the top. See what? I'll go a lot smaller. Haven't dropped any oil in it yet. Should have dropped it. That's it. Nice. that doesn't actually look that too bad there. They are different sizes. Them ones are alright, aren't they? Right, so I've had to get a bit creative here with this, taking this out. So what I've done is I've got my pick and I've knocked a hole into the seal, just there, the top. And what I've done is I've got a screw onto a bar. I was using this to pull dents out, using a battery to weld it to the body of the car. Good. Using it for some belts now. Seal out. Part of the same out by the looks of things. There's the other one. Seals. So I've got the nut in there to come off, which I'm still waiting for. I don't know if you can see in there. There's a nut at the end that's still to come off. So there's two seals on that. There's little speckles of metal in there.